This is truly...
We're completely stuck. So this is where I finally die.
I won't let that happen. I will never let it happen again. It may be suicidal, but it's better than staying here like this. We gotta force our way through the front. Damn it! If we don't hurry, the chief is gonna...
Middle finger to the law is suicidal.
How did it end up like this? We just happened to appear at the scene of the doctor's murder.
Yes, that's it!
Huh?
The Peacekeepers made up their minds that we're responsible for killing Dr. Weska. They don't think the Hitman even existed in the first place. So what? Proving that doesn't help us in this situation at all. But what if we proved our innocence? What if we could prove this was done by the Hitman? The Peacekeepers would have no reason to apprehend us. Maybe, but still.
This plan is so stupid. Homeboy Slice just wants to kill you. Like, that's all he's ever wanted to do. So, no, it's not gonna work, especially at their HQ, you know, like, the fact that they haven't just shot you guys in the head already is strange.
How do you intend on proving our innocence?
Don't tell me you're gonna catch that Hitman and turn him over to the Peacekeepers. That's impossible. He's probably already escaped by now. Then we gotta investigate it. We have to investigate the doctor's lab and gather evidence of the Hitman's crime. That's crazy talk. How do you plan on investigating under these circumstances? Besides, proving our innocence doesn't guarantee the Peacekeepers will suddenly let us go. This facility is already restricted. They could make up any reason they want to arrest us.
There you go. Speak some facts.
You've seen how they act for a while now. That may be true, but we're detectives, aren't we? We have to stand up to them the only way we can. When all hope seems lost, that's exactly the moment to fight back as detectives.
This is on some power of friendship stuff right now.
We must obtain the truth and use it against the Peacekeepers.
I agree with Yuma.
Lara!
It's true. Detectives should use the truth as their weapon of choice. I didn't expect to hear that from you, Yuma. You sure have grown.
But how do we even investigate? The place is crawling with Peacekeepers outside this room.
Still, it's not impossible. We have someone with the best forte for this situation.
Huh? Could it be Vivia? Vivia, will you tell me about your forte? I just remembered. I heard rumors about him back at the WDO. Vivia Twilight can supposedly solve crimes in his sleep. In his sleep?
It's not a big deal. My condition lets me do detective work while sleeping. Kinda like how some people sneeze differently than others. In my case...
Oh, just get to the point. We're running out of time. Can you or can't you do this investigation?
Oh, the point? Well, the point is... at the end of the rainbow is an ancient battlefield.
Hey, can I punch you just this once?
Get him, tiny man! You and I are on the exact same page right now.
If I skip too much, you won't understand. Reading the first and final page of a novel won't give you any notion about the story.
I don't want to hear about some story. Tell us about your forte!
I'll explain. His forte is spectral projection. He can control his own ethereal self. Ethereal self. I suppose I should call it a soul or a ghost. He is not confined by the laws of physics, which means he can pass through walls and floors, and all the while other people cannot see him.
In other words, you can turn yourself into a ghost?
So you can investigate without being seen by the Peacekeepers.
I won't do it.
Hey, no the honor. Thank you very much for the 35 months.
Huh?
Hey, now's not the time to back down! I'm not asking you to read the room or whatever, but at least do something for your friends here!
You think I don't care about my friends? I've made my decision because I care for all of you. You're all determined to fight. But don't you think it'd be better to do as the Peacekeepers say in this case? You may be able to get Chief Yako medical attention in exchange for surrendering. Don't you think that's the highest chance of survival out of all our options?
I guess you weren't there, but you know, if we could just explain that that's not possible because Yomi was curb stomping the dying corpse, you know, I'm just throwing that out there, you know. Surrendering is not an option.
Surrender! Oh, you gotta be kidding. Don't you have any pride as a detective?
Not at all.
Whoa, that sure was blunt.
Clinging to pride is why conflict will never vanish from this world. I hate conflict. I'd rather live in a quiet and peaceful world. Butterflies cross the lake, and snowy flowers conceal the moon. I simply wish to sleep soundly in a serene world. Is it such a crime to hold this small wish?
If no one else is willing to say it, then I will warn you. It's a sin to waste such a talent given to you. You are skilled as a detective. However, you lack the willpower to make use of it. Why is that? Are you afraid of something? Or perhaps you are laughing at the rest of us?
Name is from the Danganronpa dude, right? I want to say, I think so. I've never played those games, and I don't know the developers of those games, so I am not definitive on that.
I'm happy to hear you have such high regard for me, Halara, but you're simply overestimating me. I didn't become a detective because I wanted to be. And as to whether or not I'm afraid, I would say that I may be. When you desire something, you're afraid of losing it. And yet, why does everyone continue to have desires? Is the truth even worth it?
It's no use. I thought he was incomprehensible, but he's actually completely bonkers. Look at the chief! He's dying here! Doesn't it hurt your soul even a little? I can't believe you'd go and spout all this nonsense right now!
I apologize if I've offended you. Don't worry, I'll stop talking. As usual, I'll simply go to a dark place, out of sight, out of mind.
Master, you gotta stop him!
Vivia, please, wait. I don't understand what you're saying, but I know we need your help right now. If you say you won't cooperate with the investigation, I don't mind. But in exchange, will you please hold hands with me?
Are you trying to make up? I don't remember us fighting to begin with.
No, I just want to borrow your power.
Ah, this is your coalescence, is it?
You knew and were just playing dumb?
Well, if it's just holding hands, I don't mind. I have no reason to decline.
Shinigami?
What is this sensation? I knew it already, but this guy is strange.
Strange? Yeah, he is kind of a weird person.
That's not what I meant.
So, you can now use spectral projection? If so, I must warn you. When using my forte, your body will act as though you're asleep. You better lay down before you begin.
All right.
You'll be defenseless while using it, so be careful. No, everyone is here, so you don't have to worry. Also, your ghost form doesn't mean you're completely safe from harm.
Hey, Yuma. Do you think you can do it?
Watch out for them Ghostbusters.
I don't know, but I'll try. Can you watch over my body in the meantime?
Yeah, you can count on me.
Go and investigate to your heart's content. We'll handle things here.
Understood. There's not much time. I need to proceed with the investigation and get everyone out of here. I have to do this for Chief Yako.
Wow, your soul actually came out!
So this is spectral projection. It's strange to see myself outside of my own body.
Let's see.
Ow! Wait, it didn't hurt, but it feels like I bumped into something. Is it because I've become a spirit like you, Shinigami?
Looks like I can smack you directly now. I'm loving this.
This makes me feel really uneasy.
Lucky for you, I'm here. Now we're literally soulmates.
Ghost is mean. I've grown to like Shinigami. She has a unique sense of humor.
His soul has probably left his body about now.
Huh? Really? He doesn't look all that different to me.
Looks like Tetsuhiko can't see me. I'm sure I can investigate without the Peacekeepers spotting me now.
By the way, Yuma, I'm sure you're hovering right above the floor near us. You're only doing so subconsciously. Right now, you're truly free from the shackles of the laws of physics. Similarly, it may at first be difficult to pass through a wall due to the preconceived notion that you'll be blocked. To begin, try passing through a door. Your consciousness views doors innately as passageways. Why don't you try it out?
I'm passing through the door.
You and I are the same now,
Wow! You really made it! This means I can freely go in and out of places I couldn't before.
Also, the hallway is brightly lit now. Seems like the regular power is switched back on.
Anyway, we got to investigate the murder scene. We need to hurry up before more Peacekeepers arrive.
Yep, mysteriful.
Making our way downtown.
wonder how many people are in there.
Looks like we can't go this way. Let's look for another path. What are those?
They're lost, wandering souls. They're your natural enemies while you're in ghost form.
Is this what Vivia was warning us about?
Yeah, just be careful not to touch them.
What happens if I do?
You'll be joining them! I can't wait to see that!
Why are you excited about that? Anyway, let's be careful and make sure not to touch them.
Time for the tutorial!
To Dr. Weska's critical lab, but watch out for the Wandering Souls.
That puff hits. Things are gonna get nuts.
Wandering Soul will drag whatever it touches to the afterlife, so be careful. Oh, spooky. Spooky.
All right, let's hurry.
Let's go! You can't go this way.
Okay, I have to think like a boss. Can't think like a boss.
You can't go this way.
Oh, that was a close one.
Let's see. Meant to ask me a while ago, what are my thoughts on the Switch 2?
It's flowing like a waterfall.
My thoughts on the Switch 2 are... It's
There are so many!
another console. I'm grateful that there's going to be backwards compatibility. I think that's been one of the most important things that I've valued
Just a bit more.
in video games. And for some reason, you know, games started to move away from that. It's been really disappointing.
I was really sweating!
Apparently a mouse too. I don't know if that's a mouse. You know, people think that's a mouse. I think that was just
We're
an
here.
animation.
I hope there's no one inside.
Who cares if there is? Not like they can see you anyway.
It's a matter of how I feel. Even if they can't see me, it'd make me uneasy if peacekeepers were there.
So that's how it is. I'm already used to it, so I didn't notice.
Like, the Switch is supposed to be a portable, you know, thing. Where are you gonna take off your...
Nobody's here. Guess the peacekeepers have better stuff to do than investigate after all that happened.
You know, where are you going to be able to take off your controller and start moving it around on a surface? You know, there's not a flat, clean surface where you can just use a mouse at all the time. So, I'm not rocking with it yet, but, you know, we'll find out in a couple of months.
I wonder if the doctor's body is still here.
Maybe the doctor's soul is still floating around here, unable to pass on. I just scared myself!
Hey, if we meet the doctor's soul, maybe we can ask him what happened.
This may be weird coming from me, but I doubt it'll be that easy.
I guess so. We'll just have to take this one step at a time.
Investigation.
to investigate.
More than likely, I probably won't get a Switch 2 right away. I'll be waiting a while. Looks like he's wearing a hood. More than likely, I won't be getting a Switch 2 for a while, but you know, if the launch games are absolutely fantastical, then you know, maybe I'll consider it. But they'll probably get sold out pretty
There
quickly.
are other places to check out, you know.
This intercom is connected to the doctor's lab. I spoke to Dr. Weska a few times over this. We were talking on the intercom when the incident started.
Dr. Weska, I'll come get you. Can you shut off the security on your end?
Huh? Wait. What the?
Dr. Weska? What's wrong?
Wait. Who are you?
Wonder why we can't get solution keys, like in the exact moment that things are happening. Why do we have to investigate further to relive the same moment to then get the investigation keys?
Help! Somebody come help me!
Doctor? Doctor!
If the doctor was attacked by someone, that means the intruder was already inside at the time. So it has to have been the hitman. How did he get inside? The security system was still active, so it should have been impossible to enter. How did the killer get in? And where did he go after murdering the doctor?
I didn't even get a solution key for that. I see the new Fantastic
This is the airlock. Let's check it out in case there are any clues.
Fantastic Four trailer drops tomorrow. No, I'm not a fan of the Fantastic Four. The childhood depictions of, or I guess I should say my younger years of, you know, because I've been alive for millions of years. You can't call several years ago out. And anyway, well, I mean, you know, you could, anyways. The depictions of the Fantastic Four have never been great, in my opinion, and so I never latched on to them early, and because of that, I don't really have much interest in them nowadays. I also, like, of the Fantastic Peoples, the only one that is cool is the Rock guy, but he's not actually cool because the guy with the cool power is the Torch guy, but he's not cool. So it's very difficult to find something that's cool about Fantastic Four.
That sure is suspicious, Master.
This is the decontamination device. If toxic gas leaks from the other chamber, this device is supposed to ensure it doesn't spread. What's inside the vents? I want to scope it out further, but I'm too short.
Master, did you forget you're a ghost right now?
Oh, right! I can just do this. I'm floating! Whoa!
No kidding. This spectral projection is such a convenient forte. If that anemic vampire joined the investigation from the start, this could have gone much faster.
Yeah, but he's too smart, and he would solve the case immediately, so you can't have him tag along.
Maybe, but there's no point in debating it now.
The vent has a cover with bars on it. It looks hollow inside. But it's too dark to say for certain. The cover has a hinge on it. It looks like it can be easily opened and closed.
Oh, that's right. I can't touch it since I'm a ghost right now.
But there's no need to open it with my hand. I can just stick my head inside. There's a lot of space in here.
Hey, maybe this was the way out. The intruder must have come through here. So that's it, right? That solves everything.
This is the main part of the decontamination device. During decontamination, the fins rotate to suck out air. The structure isn't built for someone to get inside. It's designed to filter air and nothing else. This couldn't be used as an escape route.
Well, having an easy escape out of a locked room is like covering your pizza in anchovies.
How's that?
Because it'd ruin the whole thing!
Sure. The cover is easy to open and close, probably for maintenance.
There's no harm in remembering this. It could be a clue for something else. This way!
You agree, admittedly, the movies Fox did always mess up the Fantastic Four. Yeah, there's that too.
We've arrived! It's the dangerous toxic gas chamber! Once it detects an intruder, it'll puff out toxic gas. It's a room with a terrifying contraption.
You've always liked the comics, but you agree the movies sucked? You think either Mr. Fantastic or The Thing are your favorites? The Thing is a tragic character, and Mr. Fantastic is one of the smartest fictional characters ever. Fantastic Four were the first superhero family too, were a big influence when Pixar made The Incredibles. The Incredibles is amazing. That has to be up there with one of the best movies of all time for me. You know, top 100, top 500, something. I don't know. Have I seen 500 movies in my lifetime?
Well, it's disarmed, so there's nothing to worry about. Also, you're a ghost, so it wouldn't detect you anyway.
Let's check this out too.
I'll find out for you!
So this is where the toxic gas comes out.
It's supposed to be super fatal, right?
Yeah, the toxic gas is bacterial, so regular gas masks aren't supposed to work against it. Even if you hold your breath, it'll be absorbed through the skin, and there is no treatment for it in the world. The bacteria takes time to spread through your body, and you'll supposedly die after about 30 minutes. Someone said you need a spacesuit to move through here safely.
Such a scary trap. Whoever invented it won't have a peaceful death. Wait, that already happened!
There doesn't seem to be a secret exit, which makes sense, as it defeats the purpose of having a toxic gas chamber.
If that's the case, how did the intruder get through the chamber?
Right now, I have no idea.
So I'm guessing the solution here. I have to think back to the very first case that we did, because when we saw the dude laying there on the, like, dead on the bed or whatever, like,
You can do it, Master!
that was the crucialest of crucial clues, and I just like chucked it aside because I thought it was just a video game being a video game. But now that we're here, when we were the robot, we were effectively allowed to immediately go into the next room before, like, the gas even became a problem. So I feel like the solution in this room is you just enter it and you can immediately go into the next room, and it'll lock, it'll get rid of all the gas, and you're good to go. You just have to
There are
figure
other
out
places to check out, you know.
the lightning trap, which, again, there's only so many options. There's probably a decent way to fix it or get rid of it.
the last room, the panel chamber. There are 9 panels divided in a 3x3 grid, and you must step on them in the order that the doctor set. Make one mistake, and you get zapped with high voltage!
The high voltage isn't just a threat. We've seen what happened to Amapel. It's not a problem since security is disarmed at the moment.
Also, you're still a ghost master. Attention!
And here's what all that security was protecting. Pressing the switch opens the door to the doctor's lab. We managed to get this far earlier thanks to Amapel and Fubuki's forte.
Okay. Okay. I can see how they got out of here. So we opened the door, we couldn't do anything while the door was being open, couldn't even look around. The killer moved out into the air sucking out room, hid in one of the vents, and once we went in, they went out. That's another way that this could work.
I see it all, like it's flashing right before my eyes.
Looks like this is it, my man. Hurry up and hit that switch.
We just need to stretch Amapel's arm out to that switch.
We're in a hurry, but this door is moving so slowly. Yuma, that should be good enough. Hurry up and move Amapel through that crack in the door.
Oh yeah, didn't the researcher mention when an arm's extended, no other controls will function? I guess I need to pull back the arm first.
Now we can move again. Hurry, Yuma.
I remember the trouble you had waiting for the door to open.
It opened really slowly, and we also had to retract Amapel's arm.
We tried to hurry inside, but Amapel suddenly fell over.
There were no steps or obstacles, so why did that happen?
I'm sure it was pushed by the fleeing culprit.
That has to be it. Which means we passed by the culprit as he headed out. We're not done investigating yet. I need to look things over in more detail.
Okay.
Hey, why are you going back?
I'm not done investigating yet. I need to investigate with more detail.
We're not done investigating.
You better hurry, or Fuzzhead will really be in danger.
But you said he's already dead. And there's nothing that can save him. What are you talking about? Must be the electrical room, but I'm not seeing any investigating. Oh.
This is the decontamination device in the panel chamber. It looks like it's here to purify any toxic gas that escapes from the chamber next door. But the cover doesn't open and close like the decontamination device in the airlock. There's no way someone can fit through.
I see.
The thing that I'm, I guess, not sure of is like the traps are still armed even after you pass them forcibly. So how did the intruder get past this room without dying? Or at least triggering the gas? again. Also, if you moved around the robot, we would have presumably heard that.
Oh, the Peacekeepers are here!
No need to worry about it. They can't see you at all.
It still feels pretty weird.
Cause I'm a ghost.
There's canned food and water bottles here. This all looks like food. There isn't much left.
The guy wasn't right in the head if he was surviving for months on such plain food.
Yeah, it's fairly strange. The Peacekeepers are still talking. I wonder what else they have to say.
By the way, do you know anything about this dead old guy?
Yeah, I worked security here. The geezer was famous in the worst possible way. He took advantage of people for his research and didn't care how many were sacrificed. He seemed to have gotten even more and more arrogant over the last few years. 3 years ago, the higher-ups canned his big project. He lived as a shut-in after that.
A big project? Is it the same one Makoto mentioned?
He was part of a big project that was cancelled in the past. He's shut himself in here ever since.
There's really no way to verify now if that research was about homunculi.
The old man was hard of hearing, so he couldn't really hear what anyone said. When it comes to other people, their words literally fell on deaf ears. And that being said, he could read lips.
Read lips? So we watched someone's mouth to figure out what they were saying?
Lip reading? So that explains what he said back then.
Who the hell are you? I refuse to speak with any disrespectful hoodlums. Either take off your mask or present someone whose mouth I can view.
Back then, the doctor refused to talk with Makoto. It was because he couldn't read his lips due to the mask he wore.
Between you and me, there were some suspicious rumors about the old man, too.
What rumors?
Yeah, I want to know.
He said he shut himself in here for research, but he was plotting something bad.
The guy on the left has something in his belly. I don't know what it is.
And what's that?
He was planning to flee from Kanai Ward.
That's stupid! It's not even possible!
Well, it's just a rumor. After what happened, we'll never know.
Aha. So he was planning to flee the city. I guess that's what the geezer was up to. Master, looks like he got some nice info since he turned into a ghost.
Trying to escape Kanai Ward would be considered betraying Amaterasu Corporation. Did the hitman go after him because of this? Someone in Amaterasu Corp who knows the doctor could have hired a hitman to kill him. But who?
What is it? Oh, you have a baton literally inside of your model. Oh, you can see it through his leg too. How interesting. You also have one. Interesting. Interesting.
You can do it, Master!
There's a small vent here. It's not large enough for a person to get through, and the cover is fixed in place.
The only culprits who could get through here would be fairies or gnomes.
You should still look at it.
There's an open notebook on the desk. Does it have to do with the doctor's research? It contains symbols and diagrams. Looks like he's splashing liquid on someone. What does it mean? This is the doctor's computer. The screen looks like it's in sleep mode. I'm sure it contains some important data, but I can't touch it in ghost form. I wish there was a way to check it out.
It's so sad when you can't touch anyone. I totally know the feeling. I guess you just gotta give up.
The stuff here appears to be chemicals. There are symbols on each label. The one on the front is...
Oh, I know this symbol. It's probably sulfuric acid. It's a highly acidic liquid that can melt anything.
sulfuric acid. I better not touch it then. Then again, I can't touch anything right now. This reminds me, I saw this symbol on the label in the notebook earlier. Yeah, it's the same. It's the symbol for sulfuric acid.
So the doctor was trying to splash sulfuric acid on someone? Oh, but sulfuric acid could melt clothes and skin. It'd be a terrible sight.
Melting clothes and skin.
Sulfuric acid. It's, strong enough to melt through anything. Except glass. And all the other
There
things.
are other places to check out, you know.
The Amapel we used is still here. I did promise to return it. Huh? What's this? Looking at it carefully, there's a mark on the back of its head. Is that a shoe print?
Huh? Well, what's a shoe print doing there?
I don't remember seeing this mark when we sent Amapel into the airlock. Could it have been from back then? When we tried to enter the lab, Amapel fell over.
The fleeing culprit kicked it! It must have left a mark! You did it, Master! You finally found a sign of the killer! All that's left is to figure out how the culprit managed to get through that perfect security!
That's the biggest mystery here.
The direction of that shoe print means that the culprit was on this side. That can't be right.
The knife is probably the murder weapon. It has a unique shape. There's an inscription on it. I can see the letter F.
Hey, shouldn't we move the corpse out of here soon? They're always telling us to clear out corpses quickly since the rain makes them rot so fast.
Nah, we leave it alone until we receive further orders. Did you see the knife stuck in his back? It's the one that Fink the slaughter artist uses, right? I've heard about his knives inscribed with the letter F. They say that's his proof to his clients that he was the one who got the job done.
So Fink the slaughter artist really killed the doctor? I thought those detectives did it.
Either way, it doesn't matter. Hey, don't you think a knife from a famous hitman would go for a high price?
Huh? You thinking of stealing evidence? You better not keep it all for yourself.
So that unique knife belongs to Fink the slaughter artist. Speaking of which, the knife near Chief Yako looked strangely similar to this. So the doctor was, in fact, killed by Fink? Dr. Weska. I never even got to ask him about the homunculi, and now he's dead.
He has has 3 wounds on his back. A knife is still stuck in one of them. He doesn't appear to have any other injuries. It's safe to assume this was the cause of death. I'm like an awesome detective's assistant.
Thanks. You've been a great help.
Say it again. Compliment me more.
Why is there so much... Why is there so much blood on the ground if he was stabbed in the back?
That should be enough. That should do it for the investigation.
Taking a look around, there aren't any hidden exits or hiding spots.
Yeah. The only entrance and exit is that door. There isn't even a single window. There's a small vent, but it's not big enough to fit through, and the cover is fixed in place. There are no suspicious spots on the walls, floor, or ceiling, and no secret passages either.
And even if you got through the door, there's the dangerous security system. Yeah. So how did the culprit manage to enter the lab? It's the perfect impossible crime! Mysteriful!
Even if it's impossible, I have to solve it. For the Chief's sake and everyone else. For now, let's head back to the security room. I need to tell everyone about what I found.
Personally, I want you to gain the willpower to solve it on your own. Come on.
That's true.
Interesting that we don't have a solution key for when we disabled the alarm and it said a log was made. I'll have to carry that knowledge with me, I guess, for a couple of days.
Vivia? What's the matter, Vivia? Why are you in your ghost form?
I was wondering how your investigation was going. I grew curious.
Did you come to help? I didn't expect your cooperation. Still, thank you. It's very reassuring.
Wait, Master! You shouldn't trust him. He's plotting something.
What could he be plotting? Aren't you overthinking things?
So, what will you do now? Are you still going to pursue the truth?
Huh? Why wouldn't I? I finished investigating the crime scene, so I was about to head back and report to everyone. We need to find the truth. Otherwise, the Chief won't get treated, and everyone will be captured.
I see. So you won't be satisfied until you discover the truth.
What do you mean?
Master, watch out! He's plotting something!
Tell me, Yuma. Why do you seek the truth?
Huh? We have to find the truth to fight the Peacekeepers.
Well, the truth is like cracks in a mirror. They're all so small, you must squint to see each tiny crack. Most wouldn't even notice them. They think the world reflected in the mirror is reality itself. If you did notice the cracks, would you destroy the mirror to reveal what the real world actually looks like? Even if, the moment the mirror is destroyed, it changes the world people can see forever.
What are you talking about?
And if shattering the mirror reveals nothing but darkness and chaos, even then, would you still seek the truth?
I don't know what will happen when the truth is exposed. But right now, we need the truth to save Chief Yako and everyone from the agency. Everyone, including you, of course. I just want to help others. Are you saying that's wrong?
And for that, what will you sacrifice? How much have you already sacrificed?
Huh?
I bet you're the type who's willing to sacrifice yourself for the truth. One day, it will ruin you. You will destroy the world for truth's sake.
Me? Destroy the world? That's impossible.
No, you've already stepped one foot into ruin. In fact, it's already up to your neck. If possible, I'd like to help you. You are a dear friend to me. How about it? It's not too late. Why not turn back from this path?
You mean to let us be captured by peacekeepers? That doesn't solve anything. I don't understand what you're saying, Vivia. Never mind. We need to report what I discovered to the others.
So you refuse to understand. You leave me no choice.
Vivia?
Ah! He took out a blade! This guy is nuts!
Are we gonna explain how a ghost is holding a weapon? And then are we going to explain why we care?
I usually keep this in my pocket. It's not real. Like the ghost form, it's just a reflection of reality. So, slashing at you won't do anything. But I warned you, didn't I? While you're in ghost form, your physical body is vulnerable.
You mean...
I will simply return to my body 5 seconds before you do, and then I'll slice your throat open. Given I am more familiar with spectral projection, I'm positive I can return to my body before you can. Well, will you give up now?
Are you threatening me?
I will slice your throat so that you bleed out and die in a spectacular fashion. Are you threatening me? Gosh, come on. Come on.
I only want you to give up on the truth. The truth you wish to expose is dangerous. I have a feeling that our peace and quiet will be pulled right out from under our feet. If you won't stop, then I must stop you. For this world's sake. For the sake of peace and quiet.
You're not making any sense. You're gonna kill me because of a feeling?
I don't want it to end this way. I thought we could talk it out. That's why I came here. But you refuse to give up, which leaves me with no choice. So looks like this is what I must do. Farewell, Yuma.
Wait!
Master, hurry back!
Hey, you two. Quit fighting.
Who is that?
Yeah, the truth is cruel. Never in history has the truth been known to be kind.
That voice... Chief Yako?
I thought Yako isn't dead yet. I thought he's dying.
You know what? Turning your eyes away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too. In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain. So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it? When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
Chief Yako, are you alright? Where are you?
Impossible. There's no way he could have made it here with those wounds.
Then that voice...
Perhaps it was his soul's voice as it separated from his body.
That means...
No way. Is he dead?
I don't know. We need to find out.
Vivia tried to kill me. Why would he do such a thing?
As if now's the time to be dwelling on that!
You're right. Chief Yako is the main concern right now, not whatever's going on with Vivia.
Yup. So go!
By the way, Manadrian, I went to the store and I saw 3 pecan pies. And I didn't buy a single one. I'm a little ashamed. I stood there for probably like 45 seconds to a minute and a half, just kind of looking at the 3 pecan pies and just kind of contemplating, what am I going to do in this moment? I was very, very tempted. I almost pulled the trigger, but in the end, I opted not to. Kind of regretting it now, but you know, maybe I should reduce my sugar intake. Instead, I got a sugar-free apple pie, which was not my intention, by the way. I just saw the lattice apple pie and I was like, ooh, I like those. And then I went to go grab it and it said sugar-free, and I was like, well, I've already committed. But yeah, at least they got some attention. Well, I should have bought one. I regret everything. You know, nice little callback. Next time. Next time I'll know. If I see it, just buy one. Even if you don't think you're gonna eat it.
Chief Yako!
It appears his soul hasn't been severed yet. It's still connected to his body. But the line is very thin. It could cut away any moment now.
Then why did we hear Chief Yako's voice back there?
I don't know. It seems there are many more mysterious things in this world that I don't know about. Well, since he went through the trouble of risking his life to give us a lecture, I will sheath my blade. When you're lost, you should believe in your own heart.
Vivia, I still have a lot I need to say to you. But solving this case is top priority. This is the only way to save Chief Yako and everyone else.
Fine. You can report to them once you return to your body. I have somewhere else to go.
Where are you going?
After hearing the Chief's words, I just remembered. There's something I need to do.
As a ghost?
What's that?
I have a premonition. In exchange for obtaining the truth, I sense that our peace and quiet will crumble away. But perhaps something entirely new lies beyond that destruction. In order to discover what that may be, I want to continue my investigation for a bit longer. It's not that I want the truth. I need to find an answer I can agree to with confidence.
I still don't understand most of what you say, but now I know we feel the same way about this. Let's investigate this together.
As you wish.
Master, don't trust this guy. You can't erase the fact that he flashed a blade at you.
I know, I'm not that naive.
You sure about that? After all, you're always so trusting and relying on others. I still have a bad feeling about this. That guy is dangerous.
Really? I want to believe that it'll be alright now.
Again.